Hello everybody, Coach Eamon here with Granger Training Elite. Today I want to go over the 3 reasons why most people can't lose weight. So if you've done one of these before, don't worry about it. I'm going to go over today how to correct those issues and how you can get back to shredding that body fat. So the first reason why is most people don't track calories, right? A lot of people think that they need to do tons of cardio or eat, chicken and broccoli, or just eat really clean foods. But the thing is that if you're not tracking calories, you can't accurately see how much you're consuming in one day. And when you're trying to lose weight, you want to, track data for how much calories you're consuming in to compare it to how much you're burning every day. And a lot of people think they eat clean, but if you're eating tons of fats like avocados, peanut butter, almond butter, the calories rack up pretty quickly. So that's like the biggest mistake that most people make, is that they don't track their calories. So download something like MyFitnessPal or Chronometer and start plugging those foods away. Number 2 is they think that you need to eat really clean. I think for a lot of people, they try to completely switch their diet around. Say they go from eating out a lot, eating a lot of high processed foods, and then they try to eat super clean. And there's nothing wrong with eating clean, obviously. We all want to try to eat the most amount of whole foods that we can in our diet. But because people do this, they restrict themselves too much, and it's almost like somebody that tries to get off cigarettes right away. Because they do that, it almost creates a lot of anxiety because they're not used to those delicious foods that they love. So what happens is a lot of people will do this for a couple weeks, maybe they see some results, maybe they don't, and then they go out to a restaurant or they go to a party and then they see all this delicious food and then they don't know what to do and they start binging and then racking up thousands of calories, and then you wake up the next day hating yourself. And I don't want to see anybody go through that, because you want to have a diet that I would say is 80% clean, but then 20% junk, because at the end of the day you only live one life, and who wants to live a life of only eating clean all the time? So I would recommend trying to structure out your diet so that you can have more of the foods that you love while also being able to stay on track. Number 3 is they have no structure around their diet. So because people don't have any structure around their diet, they don't plan out their meals in advance, it's a lot easier to then cheat on your diet, especially if you're working at the office. Say you haven't ate for 4 or 5 hours, and then you go downstairs to the cafeteria and then you see a delicious pork rib sandwich, you know what I mean? Or you order something like quesadillas when you go out, and you just eat 1,400 calories in one go. And I believe for a lot of people, like I said, you can fit those foods in that you love, but you need to structure it out in a smart way. So that means, maybe for breakfast, you have a lighter breakfast with a lot of protein, you have a decent sized lunch, and then you have a lot of leftover calories when you go out for dinner, so you don't have to feel so restricted. I find a lot from my clients that if they have, total structure to their diet, whether it's, eating a lot in the morning or eating a lot at night, or fitting in more snacks, things like that, it keeps them more satiated, and it also keeps them on track and making sure that they're not going off the road and cheating on their diet. So I wrote out a little description of Timmy. He's over here, eating donuts, living life, eating out, losing fat, enjoying himself because he's tracking his calories, because he's not trying to think that you have to eat clean all the time, because he's also having structure. Whereas most people, not everybody, but I'm just assuming whoever's watching this, a lot of people are cutting carbs, they're eating boring food, they're very unhappy. And when you're really unhappy with something in your life, especially a habit, it's a lot easier to quit it. Whereas if you enjoy your diet, that makes it more sustainable for the long term, so that you can lose that fat, but also keep it off for the rest of your life. So I hope that helped you out today. Like I said, Coach Eamon here. Check out what Mitch says down below. Check out some of the testimonial videos with my clients that I've worked with. And if you're struggling with any of these and you've hit a weight loss plateau, feel free to schedule a free call with me so we can go over to your goals and get you that clarity that you need. All right, have a good rest of the day.